Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Nidoqueen here, and today I'm bringing you my week 9 battle against. It's not really Nidoqueen, but that was a pretty good introduction, imitation thing. My voice sounds like I've smoked 40 cigarettes in a row, and that's because I'm still ill, so that's fantastic. As you can see in front of you, there's a bit of a difference this week. We had a disconnection really late in the game, so I thought I would do a meme and recreate everything on Photoshop because I have nothing better to do with my life. As you can see in front of you, there are some teams and some things. On my side, I've brought a Clefable, Conkeldurr, Tyranitar, Excadrill, Magnemite, and something that's not worth mentioning. Then he has brought a Celesteela, Heliolisk, Mega Venusaur, Azelf, Licky, and an Arbok. Teams and such will be up now. I'm bringing fully. I can't even remember what Clefable set I brought. It did things. I had things to switch into things. It was fully physically defensive to bring to deal with a Haxorus, which he didn't bring. Selfish. Moonblast on there because why not? And some other stuff which I forget about. Basically, Clefable I shouldn't have brought this week, but I brought it anyway because fuck you. Next up, we have an Assault Vest Conkeldurr to deal with Mega Venusaur and Heliolisk. Mach Punch, Drain Punch knockoff, and Ice Punch on there, I think, something like that. Enough speed to outspeed a Celesteela, but I got that wrong anyway, so never mind. Next up, there's a Tyranitar with Smooth Rock, Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, Ancient Power, and Stealth Rock. Then I have a Swords Dance, Excadrill, Earthquake, Ironhead, Swords Dance, and I believe Rapid Spin because SD Rapid Spin is the best set. Then I've got a Scarf Magnemite to outspeed a Timid Azelf, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Reflect, and Flash Cannon. Reflect is on there to last ditch effort to get behind screens because he has a lot of physical threats and I don't want to deal with that. Obviously I've brought Magnemite this week to trap and kill the Celesteela, which he did bring, so hopefully that'll go to plan. And then last but not least, I've got a Crobat. And I'm bringing Nasty Plot Crobat this week because it shits on his team should I get the opportunities to set up. Then as you can see, he's brought a Celesteela, Heliolisk, Mega Venusaur, Azelf, Licky, and Arbok. Arbok I did not expect to see. I expected the Haxorus over the Arbok, but never mind. That being said, let's get right into the battle. So, our friend Nidoqueen here is going to be issuing the challenge, as I am going to be leading off with my Clefable, as he leads off with his Celesteela. This was actually a misclick. I ran out of time and panicked, so I was like, lead with Clefable and just set up rocks or something, and he leads with Celesteela. So right off the bat, I am in not a good position, as you can see by the Clefable. Celesteela's outline is just going to completely disappear as I switch into Conkeldurr to take a Heavy Slam. As you can see, that does a quite considerable chunk, does about 40%, and as you can see, Conkeldurr is very unhappy about that. Masterful paintings by yours truly, and Fat Cunt is still at full health, so this is not good. Then next turn, I'm going to opt to go for a Thunder Punch, get off a clean 40%, as he's going to opt to go for another Heavy Slam and bring me down to about a third of my health. I am aware that the health indications aren't very good. Fuck you, this took me like 5 hours in Photoshop, and it just took a long time, so you best darn appreciate it. Then I'm going to predict him to go for Earthquake, so I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to go into my win condition this week, as he just goes for another Heavy Slam, so that's not good. It takes me around half, and Crobat is just kind of, I don't have a switch into this, so I kind of just have to sack Crobat now, which is not good. So I'm in with Crobat, he's below half. Another Heavy Slam is going to kill me. Well, actually, it's a roll, so I'm just going to go for Heat Wave, get off some damage, hopefully crit it or burn it or something. Don't get either of those things. It's going to go down to about 40%. So I get off a Heat Wave, and it's just going to fucking annihilate me with another Heavy Slam. Great animations there, and the smiley face really just puts, you know, just fucking great. So, like, 5 turns in, Crobat's dead. Like, my biggest win con this week. But never fucking mind. Good job me playing on tilt from the beginning. Good job. Then I'm going to go into Magnemite because I can trap and kill this thing. And hopefully Clefable can do more work. So, going to go into my Magnemite. He's looking really happy and handsome. Celesteela is not pleased, as I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch and kill off the Celesteela. Magnemite gets a kill. Hell yeah. Then we're going to go back out into our Excadrill. And apparently Excadrill doesn't have any health, so that's not good. I send out Excadrill as he opts to go. Now I have health. How miraculous! As he goes into his Venusaur, which hasn't megaed yet. You're about to see the best mega animation you've ever seen in your life. So I've got a Mega Venusaur in front of me. It's going to pop its Sea Crystal. It's going to look really intimidating. It's going to get up on its hind legs and be super fucking intimidating. Look at that. Just look at that. I promise it's not a turtle. Just standing up on its hind legs, being all fat and stuff. And Excadrill is going to shed a single tear because Mega Venusaur just got a lot fatter than regular Venusaurs. That's not good. However, Venusaur's going to be a man? No. Excadrill's going to be a man and set up a Sword Dance in the space. I know the Earthquake is coming. I was kind of hoping he'd have Sleep Powder and he'd go for it and he'd miss, because I'm that kind of person. So I'm at a +2 right now, and he's going to Earthquake, and that's going to make Excadrill cry. And it's going to send me down to about 3rd health, which means another one is going to kill me, which is not good. Here, I overpredict, thinking he's not going to stay in and let this Mega Venusaur take so much damage. He's going to go into Azelf, his Levitate user. So I go for Iron Head, and as the animations see, Venusaur kind of cries a little bit, but it's about half health, and don't get the flinch. He Earthquakes me, and that's a dead Excadrill. One of my other win cons this week. So I'm 5-4 down right now. Both of my win conditions have died. This game's not looking good. I go out into Tyranitar after Excadrill dies, and the Sandstorm is gonna come up, which is good. I was hoping he had Synthesis, and like my plan was, oh well, now he can't Synthesis, so that's good. But I'm gonna go for the Dark Pulse, hoping it'll kill. He just hangs on. He breaks through the flinch and goes for the Giga Drain, and that's gonna take me down to about about just over half health. He's gonna gain some back, but luckily he's in range to another Dark Pulse, which is great. Mega Venusaur is down, so he's got one less answer to Clefable. Arbok is slowly becoming a problem, and I have less things to deal with it. Bear that in mind. So Venusaur goes down, and he goes into Heliolisk, and I'm thinking, I know he's going to click Volt Switch, but I'm not man enough to stay in on a Focus Blast against a Heliolisk. This Heliolisk, by the way, is like the complete wrong drawing. I tried to draw it from memory, and that is the result, so I hope you enjoy that. I knew the Focus Blast was coming, but I couldn't risk him going for it. I was like, I know he's just going to Volt Switch because my Excadrill's dead and he's got no reason not to. And, you know, if I stay in, he's going to predict me to go for, like, Earth Power or something and go into fucking Azelf. So I just go out into my Clefable, making a safe play. As he does go for the Volt Switch, and I kicked myself so fucking hard for not being a man there and staying in. But never mind. As he's going to Volt Switch out into his Arbok. Now, 3 things I have left, I think, are Clefable, Magnemite, and a Tyranitar. And a Conkeldurr, actually. Conkeldurr can't take 2 Gunk Shots, Magnemite dies to an Earthquake, and so does Tyranitar, pretty much. So, I've got to think about what to sack here. For some reason, I decided to sack my Clefable, like I was hoping that he'd miss a Gunk Shot. Unfortunately, I'm not that fucking fortunate. So he's going to get me with a Gunk Shot, and it's just going to completely destroy Clefable's life. So Clefable's going to go down, and I'm going to bring in my Magnemite next turn. 2 Thunderbolts don't kill, so unfortunately I do have to go for the Volt Switch first to get some damage on. So I'm going to go for the Volt Switch, taking off a clean 40-45%, and I'm going to go out to my Conkeldurr to sack it, as he's going to go for the Earthquake. Damn, that's some good shaking skills you've got there. I don't know what that was. As Conk is going to sadly go down, I go back into Magnemite. He's now in range. Oh, the sandstorm subsided, by the way. That wasn't just, you know, me being lazy. I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt, as he's going to make the switch into Heliolisk, which is a good play. I should have Volt Switched there, but again, I wanted to kill what was in front of me. At this point, I'm playing for differential, so yeah. I'm just going to stay in, as I know he's going to have the Focus Blast. You know, there's nothing I can do about it, so he's going to miss his first Focus Blast. As Magnemite is going to just look at it, go past him. As you can see, Heliolisk is very, very blind. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt, take off some more health. And then next turn he does hit the Focus Blast because he selfishly brought along his Guide Dog. So Magnemite is just going to get absolutely destructificated, and now it's Tyrannosaur against the freaking Heliolisk. Hopefully he misses a Focus Blast, because that would be grand. And that's exactly what he does. Apparently his dog died and now he has no eyes. So what a story. What a story. I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse. It's going to kill the Heliolisk. So now it's just Tyrannosaur against the fucking world. So he's going to bring in Slicky Licky, because at this point he thinks I'm Choice Scarfed. Spoilers, I'm not. Basically my plan here is to like somehow flinch this Licky Licky to death, and then flinch the rest of his team to death, even though I don't outspeed. But hey ho, let's go. So, Tyrannosaur against an Arbok, a Licky Licky, and an Azoth. How do we fare? We go for the Dark Pulse. He flinches. Good turn. Alright, so as you can see by that health indication, it's about 4-hit KO in the sand, which is good. I get the first flinch. He's going to Earthquake me next turn, which is very unfortunate. As I do go for the Dark Pulse. He does break through the flinch. He's around half, so another 2 will kill him. I just need 1 more flinch, and this is a dead Licky Licky. So I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse, take him down to about half, and he's going to Earthquake me down to the red. Another one will kill me, but another Dark Pulse will not kill it. Can we get the flinch, ladies and gentlemen? Can we narrow this down to a 2-0 loss? No. No, we cannot. What a heartbreaking moment for Nipples. I'm going to go for another Dark Pulse. It's going to take him down to almost red, and he is going to go for Earthquake, and that is going to be the game. Yes, Licky Licky is a fat piece of shit, and I hate it. This game, by the way, awful. I played awfully, I prepped awfully, I changed things last minute. And I said to myself a few games ago, I'm not going to do that anymore. And then I had a test match, and then I was like, oh shit, let's change some things, because why not? And I shouldn't have done that, because the original sets I was going to bring were going to win me the game. But never mind, lesson learned. Don't make last minute changes to your teams, kids. Pete played fantastically this game. He wholeheartedly deserved the win. It's a shame about the DC, but hey ho, we have a good Mimi video, which is grand. Next week we're playing Eric, and I'm not looking forward to that match because he has a bulky offense team and I have not that, so we shall see how we shall win that match, because I am planning on going for the title, like 100%. I still have a chance and we're going to go for it, guys. So tune in next week to see if we lose to memes, and by memes I don't mean memes at all, I mean, you know. I'm going to shut up now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next week. Yeah!